So, welcome to this video. This video is about Mourinho's Real Madrid. Upcoming season of Real Madrid, क्या होगा क्या नहीं होगा, but it's morely about Mourinho's Real Madrid. Before I start this video, I would like to address the elephant in the room. It's not CGI, by the way. I'm literally in railway station, and it's a goods train, sitting idle. पता नहीं, जब ये सब चीज़ देखता हूँ फिजिक्स और मैथ्स का याद आ जाता है ना. ट्रेन इतना चल रही है, इसका स्पीड निकालो एंड ऑल दैट, इतनी लंबी है ट्रेन एंड ऑल दैट. I don't know. I can't get those things out of my head. It's still here. It would be and it would remain there for like until I die. So yeah, sort of like Sanskrit verses like Tita Anti Sita Ta Ami Ava Ama. Yeah, it's just, it won't go. So yeah, I'm in a railway station, and if you are hearing some tractor noise, it's because यहाँ पे दो ट्रैक्टर हैं जो खेत जोत रहे हैं, प्लगिंग द लैंड. उन्हें मैं नहीं बोल सकता कि आप खेत मत जोड़ो, क्योंकि मैं एक वीडियो बना रहा हूँ ताकि आप लोग समझो और हंसो, because that's more important. That's actually producing something that's actually worth as compared to me. And ठीक है, वो भी सही है कि मेरे को लगा कि 2 घंटा पहले आ गया हूँ रेलवे स्टेशन, तो वीडियो ही बना लेता हूँ. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट दिस वीडियो. मेरे को घर जाना है ना, मेरे को जाना पड़ेगा ना अपना हॉस्टल, दैट्स ऑल. ठीक है, तो बात करते हैं मोरिनियो की, रियल मैड्रिड की. सो दिस गाय Mourinho, we all know that Jose Mourinho, he started his manager career बेनफिका से. उसके बाद गया पोर्टो, यूरोपा लीग जिताया, चैम्पियंस लीग जिताया, सब नाम वाम हो गया. पोर्टो को जब ये चैम्पियंस लीग जिताया, it was shock, because a team from non-top 5 league winning the Champions League, it's a big thing. It's still a big thing. They are the last team from outside the top 5 league to win the Champions League. And if anybody does that, it's in today's world, it would be a crazy milestone to achieve. ठीक है, तो फिर ऐसा नहीं है कि it was easy. You can't, if you ask big managers like anybody, let's just say anybody, take anybody, to win a Champions League from a team that is not that is not from a traditional top 5 league, they would not take the challenge. They would not really go for it. But Mourinho did that with Porto. उसके बाद आया Chelsea, वहाँ पे प्रीमियर लीग जीता, and then he came to Real Madrid. वो समय पे आया जब Barcelona were at the peak of their powers. They were the Barcelona. People still talk about them like they were like what's the word? What's the slang word? King Wong. They still talk about Barcelona, about that Barcelona like King Wong. If you ask like 20 people who still is the best club team assembled, what was the best club team assembled, they will go for Barcelona or Real Madrid, and they will go for this period of Barcelona from 2008 2012. They will say they were the best team assembled back then, especially the Barcelona coached by Pep Guardiola. Just let's say just Pep. So yeah, so the best team assembled, and to go against them, it's crazy. And for him it was a challenge. It was for him it was always us versus them mentality. And although he didn't win much trophies, he only won 3 trophies. He won the La Liga, Copa del Rey, and Copa de España, Spanish Super Cup. Only 3 trophies. But what he did in those 3 years, he instilled a mentality that Real Madrid could perform at highest level against big teams. That was lacking because we were getting eliminated. Round of 16 पे हार रहे थे bro, Lyon से हार रहे थे, and he came and लगातार 3 Champions League semi-finals. Although we lost all of them, but to go from round of 16 to 3 years of Champions League semi-finals, still huge. It's actually very huge, because if you look at now, big clubs like United, AC Milan, if they could replicate this even today, not even win the Champions League, if they could even replicate this 3 Champions League in a row form, their fans will go berserk. Their fans will go like that. Their club are heading towards the right direction. So it's still achievement. He instilled a winning mentality, on senior players that was lacking. Instilled a mentality. Of course, not some players. Some won. Most of them were Ballon d'Ors winners like Kaká and Ronaldo. But I would say he instilled a mentality that this could change, and it did change. After that, we won the La Decima and the 3 feet. We all know about that. So he did what nobody could have done, right? He did a thing that the past managers couldn't, and he won the La Liga against the best Barcelona assembled. 100 points, first 100 points, 121 goals, and still a record to this day. There never been a good manager that made Real Madrid look so good on a counter-attack. The counter-attacking football that displayed by Mourinho, कितना खतरनाक, absolutely crazy. Counter-attack football हो रहा है, everything fast pace चल रहा है. और आप देख रहे हो कि मोरिनो बहुत फास्ट फुटबॉल खेल रहा है. Sit back and hit them on the counters वाला फुटबॉल हो रहा है. It's crazy how he managed to do that. I know some people will say बहुत underachieve किया होगा, बहुत underachieve किया. Only 3 titles, only one major title, that's La Liga. What did he do? I will say he made Real Madrid reach 3 Champions League semi-finals. It was the biggest achievement. I will say that was his biggest achievement, not winning the La Liga. But because I say this because even our worst time में भी हम लोग La Liga जीत रहे थे, bro. In Galacticos era में भी हम La Liga जीत रहे थे. But fans were not happy क्योंकि Champions League matters more than La Liga. It's written. No amount of brainwashing or people saying that the Real Madrid fans take La Liga for granted. Yeah, we do, because it's not the primary objective. It's Champions League, then La Liga. We still have the most Champions League and the La Liga, although Barcelona are catching up. But I would say, I know domestic success is important. It's very important. But what's more important? European success. It's more, and it's where it's the place where the more money is. You don't get much money by winning La Liga. It's not Premier League, bro. Premier League winners get a lot of money by winning their league, and even though they don't win their league, they still get the most money because the TV revenue is huge. But for Spanish team, they have to perform in Europe to get the most money, and that's what Real Madrid does. So yeah, and then Mourinho played some counter-attacking football, and we won the La Liga. That was a historic season, and everyone remembers that season. I think for me, it's the best season, even though we didn't win it's the best non-Champions League winner team, I think, assembled. I think for me, at least, in the history of Champions League, it's the best non-Champions League winning team for me. And we were eliminated by Barcelona, Bayern, and Dortmund. So 3 good teams in their primes, because all performed very good, and we fell short on that day. But that was the legacy of Mourinho, to instill a winning mentality, and now he's back. The guy is back, and back with a bang. He asked for both transfers, and he got his his request done by Perez. He asked for Bernardo, he got Bernardo. और क्या चाहता था वो, we got Dumbreeze, and we still going for Damande, and there's a chance we might also go for Rodri. We got Kukurella. He's actually a elite player, Kukurella. We got a young striker from Levante. That Barcelona were going for. Barcelona were going for most of the target that we have acquired. I support Real Madrid. That's why I said we. I know they don't know me. I know they don't know my existence, but it's good to say we. ठीक है? So yeah. So he's back, and let's see what he does. I know he's not the guy he's not Ancelotti. There is not only gonna be love. There's gonna be hate. There's gonna be fire. There's gonna be everything. सब कुछ होगा, bro. He's the guy. He doesn't only give you love. He gives you everything. ड्रामा भी होगा, बहुत कुछ होगा. अब से फुटबॉल में पिच पे नहीं होगा. अब प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस भी आपको देखने में मजा आएगा, because this guy speaks, and he speaks a lot. If he speaks, he's in big trouble. As he said in an interview. So let's see what he does, and I think I'm gonna sneeze, because I have this whatever. So yeah, let's continue the video. Yes, so yeah, I was talking about Mourinho's Real Madrid, and yeah, I'm so curious kya hone wala hai, bro. And the season is so gonna be crazy. Barcelona are also not backing down. They're also getting more transfers done, and let's see what happens. So that's the end of the video, and I will see you again, because I'm gonna see you sneeze in 3, 2,